Bengals fans are amazing. They're resilient, they're tough, but they're fun. And I'm really excited to hopefully meet a lot more of you.
Isaac has the big game. Then we became a real balanced offense for the playoff run, which I thought was really important.
He put on the greatest route running exhibition I have ever seen in my life.
He was football 24/7, and that was the greatest part of Chad.
At times, the early part, I would tell him when we were throwing deep passes, I said, don't wait too long, because I'm going to get away. If you ain't going to have the arm to get there. So, I want to run to the ball,
Well, Duke, looks like Duke's in a waiting room. I don't want to keep Duke waiting. He gave us a very limited amount of time. I know he's a busy man. Duke, what's going on, big dog? How you doing, buddy?
Jim, how are you, man? Thanks for having me on. Yeah,
Hey.
I'm real busy. I'm sitting on my porch.
Yeah, well, hey. Have a little drink going on there.
Joe Burrow has played in big games his entire life, and I would think he will be a steady hand at the bow of the ship. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if they take him all the way to the Super Bowl. I really wouldn't.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Talking Football with Bengal Jim and friends. The 2-2 two-game winning streak going into Sunday Night Football against those Ratbirds this Sunday night. Exciting night. We got a jam-packed show tonight, everybody. We've got the Bengal Boys. We're going to introduce you guys to, and I'm telling you, make sure you hang on for the Bengal Boys. You're going to love these guys. We got some videos to play. We got Jason from Betfred coming on with us about 8:30. On the mark about 8:40, and we're going to end the show with our charity duck race. 100 ducks sold, $8,500 raised. We'll have Tony coming on for that. Caleb's in the back right now producing the show for us. He's got a lot of stuff to kind of transition and go through for us tonight. But Tom, we got somebody missing from the show tonight. Where's he at? Do you know?
Last I saw, I got a picture of a baby shark at the bottom of the ocean, somewhere off the coast of Honduras. So I don't know. Some people call him James. I call him Jacques Cousteau, but
right.
No, he's in erotic places doing incredible things. But I don't know. Is he still missing, Jamie? Do we have a sighting yet?
Yeah, this is quite the intro. There he is.
Oh,
There he is.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Where the hell you at, James?
We're getting ready to go on a night scuba dive. It's the first time.
Are you gonna catch?
What's that?
You're going to catch a shark? What are we doing down there, man?
We're gonna try. We're gonna go see what we can find under the sea tonight. Around there, and just wanted to check in and tell you not to screw things up. Tom, keep them in line tonight.
Yeah, everybody looks good. Jamie's back 100%. I got him. You're good. Just be safe. That is some impressive technology there. So I'm sorry I sent you that photograph from the movie Jaws. That was all in fun. I don't think you took it all that well, but
Yeah.
You'll be fine. You don't need a bigger boat.
Who needs
Hey,
how do you say Bengal in Spanish? Yeah. No trans. This was our captain here on the boat.
yeah, you. Hey, I don't know if you trust that guy. He can't even say Bengals in Spanish, man.
He's on top of things.
All right, dude. Well, hey,
That's
man, have
awesome,
fun.
Have fun.
Tell Laura
Be
we
safe.
said, hey, buddy, have a good time, man.
All right,
Be safe.
you guys have fun. Exciting duck race coming up, right? For
Yes,
Alzheimer's?
sir.
Yeah.
So, all right, you guys keep everyone in line. Who day?
All right, be
Who
safe,
dey,
buddy.
buddy?
Who dey?
Yeah. So everybody, he's in Honduras. Him and his wife are scuba diving, is what they're doing. So we've got
The chat's all trying to get me to Baltimore. I don't know if you're seeing that or not.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Yeah, Augie
That's
says
true story,
Augie
baby.
says to start a GoFundMe. I would need a GoFundMe. I don't know how you guys afford to do all this, man. I do New York and Cincinnati. I had to come home and pick up a side job.
Work.
Well, hey, first of all, Jamie, happy Canadian Thanksgiving, right? This coming Sunday?
this coming Sunday, Canadian Thanksgiving, and I don't want turkey for Sunday. I want a Bengals win. So
There
I
you go,
want a
brother.
Ratbird. I want Ratbird. That's
There
what
you
I'm
go.
You're
hoping
going to get
for
it.
on Sunday.
Wait, let's
Yes,
get
sir.
into on this date in Bengals history, guys. October 3rd, 2005. There was a phenom quarterback that the Bengals picked up from the Jets, Tom. What happened October 3rd, 1995?
It would have been when the Bengals extended Jeff Blake's contract, keep him in, pretty much, named him as the quarterback for the franchise. And what I think is even more significant than him getting the extension was Jeff Blake gave that shot of energy and optimism to the team at a critical time. There in the 90s, we had the stadium vote, and I really don't think without that optimism and infusion of energy that he brought to not just the team, but the city, which is always the case when the Bengals play well, the whole city gets a jolt. I'm not sure, that stadium ever gets built. So we'll always be indebted to Jeff Blake for that.
I 100% agree with you on that, Tom. That's Paul Brown Stadium didn't get built without Jeff Blake, and the timing on that was perfect. So let's just want to talk about. Just wanted to thank everybody who showed up Tuesday night at our live broadcast, our live episode at the Holy Grail. Jamie made it in town for that, guys. Unbelievable turnout. And we had players, former players come. We didn't even know we were going to be there. Reggie Williams, Lewis Breeden, Shane Graham, on top of Willie Anderson, Paul Alexander, Isaac Curtis. If I'm missing somebody, let me know at this point. But that was one of the most
Reggie Williams,
one of the most fun times I've had on our show, man. That was just an unbelievable turnout. Thanks to everybody for making it to Holy Grail that night. So I know Jim, that owns the Holy Grail, is very appreciative of everybody showing up because Tuesday nights are kind of a slow night for him there. That night was pretty packed.
Slow that night.
I thought it was great that Jim fed Jamie breakfast, Wednesday morning.
Yeah, hey, and you know what? Another thing I want to say thank you to is all the people that came out and bought me drinks on Tuesday night. That was a lot of fun. So that was good. We had a blast. That was so much fun.
That was fun.
It was. Yeah, it was good. It was good to do a live show with all of us.
Yeah, that's never happened before.
It's never happened before in the 3 years of our show. So that was pretty fun.
It was great. It was great. Let's talk a little about Sunday night football in Baltimore against the Ratbirds. We're not doing a big blowout tailgate, but we're going to do exactly what we did last year. We're going to take over a bar, about a 5-minute walk from the stadium. It's called Pickles, and there's a graphic in there. Thanks, Caleb. That doesn't look like much. It's a huge inside, and that whole outside will have picnic tables. The weather looks amazing. Last year, I know we packed the inside and outside of that place with all Bengal fans. We will be there. If you're in town for the game, make sure you come and have a beer with us. Dinner that evening, but we will be at Pickles that night in Baltimore, and we'll continue to post that on our social media platforms as well. Let's talk about Willie Anderson, Tom. So a lot of stuff going on with the Pro Football Hall of Fame voting. Ballots were handed out yesterday to the 49 voter committee, and they're going to be narrowing that down to a field of 25. So how critically important is it right now, Tom, to make sure we keep Willie in that room?
Well, he's got to make it down to the 25, and then he's absolutely got to get it to the 15. He's got to make it back in that room in February when they vote for the finalists. He absolutely can't go backwards. I think he will.
Is that just me?
It's Tom. Tom, we're losing you, buddy. You want to log out and get back in real quick?
Tom's going to have to log back on.
So basically, Tom's what he's saying is it's critically important we keep him in at 25. That'll be narrowed down in November to 15. So it's important that we keep Willie in the room. I know Paul Alexander, myself, Willie Anderson, we did this about 7-minute video that was sent to every one of the Hall of Fame voters talking about statistics, all the big names like Warren Sapp, Michael Strahan, Chris Collins, all these guys pounding the table and fighting for Willie Anderson. So make sure you post stuff on social media, tag the Pro Football Hall of Fame, hashtag Jungle to the Hall, tag Willie in it. The more people we get to see this, to get this to go viral, the better off it's going to be for Willie. Stay positive in the messaging around this for Willie as well. So pretty important. I'm sorry, Tom, I kind of finished what you were talking about there a little bit, but absolutely, Jen, there's no more deserving player right now than Willie, and there's a lot of Bengals that we got to fight for. Bill Cowher, absolutely, that video we got from Cowher was a big one. As much as I couldn't stand Bill Cowher,
got a little love for Bill now after that video, Tom. That was a great video Bill did.
Well, and it's not just Bill Cowher, but it's all of Willie's peers, Warren Sapp, Michael Strahan, the guys that played with him, explaining how important he was, and the holes in the dominance, and Pro Football Focus showing that, might be able to make an argument, this century, but certainly the last 25 years, Willie might overall be the best offensive lineman, period, that played in the NFL in the last 25 years. So, at some point, we all certainly bring a lot of emotion into it, but it really is ridiculous he's not there. The voters have to do the right thing, and certainly getting back in that room this year and get his bus in Canton sooner than later.
Yeah, and you know what? No one here, we're not taking credit for getting this done, but we've had several of the voters on our show, and they've told us that social media campaigns, the headlines of Bengals fans doing the march, all that stuff gets noticed. The testimonials from previous players that we've been able to get, kudos to Jimmy on all the work he's done on that. That helps. All of that helps. So every little bit helps just to put it in the spotlight and hopefully get people that deserve to be in there.
Got it. Well, guys, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but I don't want to keep these next guys from waiting. So, guys, I'm just going to introduce you to a group here. I tell you what, I'm going to bring them on the screen. Guys, what's going on? We got Alex and Dylan.
What's up?
What's going on? So, everybody that's watching right now, the next 10 or 15 minutes, I'm telling you, you're going to have a hell of a time. Let me introduce Nashville platinum recording artist, the first band to ever write a song about a long snapper, the Bengal Boys. What's going on, Alex? What's going on, Dylan?
What's up, Jim? Thanks for having us today. We're stoked to be here.
Yeah, thank you. And I love the background going on, by the way. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. You guys are from Nashville, right?
Yeah. Well, Cincinnati originally. Went to Loveland High School, but we've been in Nashville for, 11 years now?
Yeah, 10, 11 years now. We came down for college, and we haven't found a reason to leave. And we have plenty of reasons to live up north.
Yeah, that was yeah.
All right, so yeah. So for those of you guys that don't know, maybe not on, we got a ton of folks that are not on Twitter. So you might not see this if you're on not on Twitter, but these guys over the last year or so have been doing short videos, and I don't even know how to explain this. Can you guys explain what the hell you guys have been doing? And we got 3 songs that we're going to play. This is like MTV back in the 80s right now, guys. So you tell us, how do you guys started? What are you guys doing? You guys can introduce the first video.
Of course. So yeah, it started out as a COVID boredom project that accidentally became our identities. Had to bring something good out of the pandemic. But yeah, we started up in the 2020 season just doing different genres of the Bengals growl song. And then got bored of that in early 2021. And I personally am a gigantic Weird Al fan. So
nice.
We decided to shift to some parodies and
some hype videos too, I guess.
Some hype videos and whatnot. And so yeah. So it's been a lot of fun. But to introduce this first video, this is a parody of "Take on Me" by Aha, but as 83.
You're going to kick off with that one. Okay, here we go. See if I can get this going here.
Gonna win that game for you, baby. Gonna win that game for you, baby. Baby.
Dude, that was your first platinum hit, I think, right? That was fucking great.
Well, thank you. So that was one where we can only have two guys on there, but because Dylan was on tour that week, but I wanted to use that as a quick transition. You saw that keytar. We took a this is it. This is the infamous keytar. This is all paper mache. This is all just fourth grade construction paper and stuff. So I was actually up in Loveland this weekend, and we upgraded the new guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, baby.
So we'll be debuting this in the song this weekend when we pay tribute to a Cincinnati-based artist. That's all.
So did Tyler Boyd see that or interact with that or anything like that on Twitter?
We try to politely spam the players.
Yeah.
We don't want to do too much.
Pleasantly persistent.
Have you had any player interact? Yeah.
So Evan McPherson and his entire family shared Money Mac, which we did as a parody of Back in Black. I should have sent that one. That was a good one.
That was a great one.
Cal Adamitis and Clark Harris both were aware of the Long Snapper song. Cal's actually a follower now, so shout out to Cal.
Yeah. One of the coolest ones was, I mean, since we're musicians at hearts and obviously Bengals fans, another person, Bootsy Collins, reached out or just said great video or whatever, and the dream would be to do like a funk video with him at some point. Just pipe dream down the road. But we'll see where it goes.
You have our number, Bootsy. Call us.
Hey, I got Bootsy's number, bro. I can put you in touch with him. All right, so guys, there were so many videos that I wanted to play, and just for the sake of time, we got two more videos. But where do you want to go next?
Let's go with Bohemian 513, the one we did for the Super Bowl.
Guys, this is one of my top 3 that you guys have done since you've been doing it.
You'd have to mute
Everybody
my mic
watching this
again,
one?
guys, because I laughed the whole time. So.
I know. So, guys, as Kayla will be in the background popping up any of your comments. So whatever you want to say about the song, the parody they're doing, pop it in there. But let's go ahead and play. What's this called again? I'm sorry.
Bohemian 513.
One of my favorites. Here we go.
Real life just beat Kansas City, heading to SoFi, coming straight from Cincinnati.
Summer, let's beat the Rams. Keep Aaron Donald at bay. Contain Cup and OBJ. Uzama, there's just one more game, and the Queen City will never be the same. Uzama. All that matters. Our hero, Joe Burrow, he can really throw. The Super Bowl and the Bengals win a victory. Just wait and see. When the game ends in Houday and Stanley battle cry, Coach Taylor lifts the Lombardi trophy up high. Whoa, baby, NFL champions, baby, yeah.
that one gets me every time.
I'm
That ending.
sad.
Absolutely brilliant, man. Brilliant.
Dude, that was so good. So be honest, whose idea was that one?
We all kind of
Was it you? I don't remember.
I wanted to do Bohemian Rhapsody, but I didn't know if it was possible. So Dylan's one of a quick thing about Dylan. Dylan's a touring guitarist. Dylan played at the Troubadour in LA last week, and he has to go to Spokane, Washington tomorrow. The fact that we can get him on is insane. He's out everywhere. He's an amazing guitarist, and so for me, the piano parts are. I'm a pianist, and so the piano parts are easy. We can build the track and everything. But getting those guitar parts and those Brian May parts, which you know, he has a Gibson SG. It says Houday on it.
This is the guitar. I splurged at a Nashville shop. I saw a black SG, and I was like, you know what? This would be so nice.
Oh, look at that.
Videos.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
And this is actually the guitar I take on tour with me. So any chance that I was in LA last week at the Troubadour playing it, in Pittsburgh and House of Blues in Cleveland and stuff. And I'm just always waiting for somebody to notice that it is a Bengals guitar. You know?
That's awesome.
That's so fun though.
So Alex, we've got another song here. I'll let you kind of introduce this and talk about this one.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me personally, disco's my favorite music ever. And so any chance we can get to do some groovy stuff, it's always a good time. So admittedly, I went through a gigantic Bee Gees phase the first week of the 2011 season. So for some reason, Andy Dalton against the Browns, you know that game, the Bruce Gradkowski game, Andy Dalton and the Bee Gees are always, for some reason, and the Bengals and the Bee Gees have always been intertwined in my head. So if we can do as much Bee Gees as possible, and it was just perfect here. Night Fever, White Tiger, make it happen.
Let's get it. This is the last video we'll play here. This is a good one.
Gonna win that game for you, baby. I'll win that game for you, baby. Gonna.
Guess back in town, left the jets right on the ground. Once again, the toast of town, and I can feel it. Oh, now I can really have reached immortality. Now their names are in the ring of honor. That sweet brand new Howley, prime time Thursday night. Two robbers ran alone. Black and orange, step aside and goes the white. White tiger, at the ring of honor. Give me that white tiger, ain't no Carson Palmer. Here I am, toasting natty stars of the past, hoping that they will us a win on Thursday night against the Fans. White tiger, at the ring of honor. Give me that white tiger, ain't no Carson Palmer. White tiger, at the ring of honor.
Oh, that's freaking great, man. So that's awesome. That's why I'm wearing my whiteout shirt here for you guys.
Love it. No, yeah. And Alex is really the ideas guy of the Bengal Boys. I mean, the ideas that he can come up with in just a short amount of time are nothing short of amazing. And have you ever seen the documentary about South Park called 6 Days to Air?
Yep.
I have.
The videos, it's like every South Park episode, because it has to stay relevant with what's going on, is made within that 6-day time frame. And it's pretty much the same with the Bengal Boys stuff. It's like, we can have certain ideas, but until the season's unfolding and what's happening per week, you can't really fully create what's the most relevant. So it's just a matter of just pumping them out, within that time frame. It's tough at times, but
it's a great coping mechanism also. If I have a bad day at work, I'm like, that's okay. We can't afford we get to record Bengal Boys tonight.
I can imagine it's also easier to do these videos when we're winning.
Oh gosh, absolutely.
Yeah. It makes it a little more fun, right?
It was fun to do it when we were 4-11-1, but Super Bowl, oh yeah, give us that.
Super Bowl, yeah, for sure. For sure.
So what I'm hoping, we're going to send some clips to the Bengals, because my hope for you guys is that you play at halftime at a Bengals game at some point, man. That would be awesome if they can make that happen. You could pull that off, I'm sure.
It would be a dream come true.
We did play one time at a practice, and that was pretty amazing too. But I mean, halftime, that'd be wild.
That would be cool.
So
maybe
tell
Monday Night Football.
Yeah, Monday Night Football game would be the best. So tell everybody I think you hinted a little earlier. You got another song coming out here, dropping this week. It's a single. I'm sure it's going to sell big time. But can you talk a little bit? You don't have to disclose everything, but what can you share with everybody that's viewing right now?
Of course. So tomorrow morning we're going to post the cover art. You'll know exactly what song it is, but it's a Cincinnati band. It's a Cincinnati band we're paying homage to.
Neil Armstrong's been there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah. And I think Neil Armstrong and Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy. Those are the two. Those are the two hits.
Hey, so everybody that's watching right now, if you know what they're talking about, it's over my head. So I'm missing this one. So they gave us some good hints. It sounds like Jamie, Tom.
So I gotta. No, I have no idea. But I'll be looking online tomorrow. So I have a kind of a geeky technical question for you guys. Obviously, with the you post things on social media, post them online. Has the algorithm ever muted your videos, partially muted your videos because of the backing tracks, or did it sound similar to some of the things that you're doing?
Great question. This is a high five, man. So yes. So I'm gonna overshare it horribly. So after week 5, 2021, right is the game after the Thursday night Jacksonville Ring of Honor game. My grandfather passed away the day after that. He got to go out on a win, and sorry, Dad. So I was up in Ohio. Dylan was on tour. There was just no time to do anything. So I took the backing track to "Never Gonna Give You Up" and just sang Bengals Growl over it in a very like Rick Astley way. And I used some clips from the actual music video, and it was taken down immediately, which honestly good, because it was probably our worst one.
Hey guys, but even when you guys sorry Tom, even when you guys remake the sound, it doesn't get flagged at all, or
parody.
Parody, that's right.
So the Weird Outlaw. No, so thankfully through parody and also like stating that it is a parody. Mm-hmm. Now it does disqualify us from monetization on YouTube. We get a notice about that in our page. It'll just say like claim, but they're not going to take it down because it's parody and it's not just straight up ripping off. We're also not looking to like monetize those streams necessarily because I don't know, having fun. I mean,
we make no money on this show either. We're parodying professional shows. This is what we do every Tuesday.
We all every single one I've watched, y'all are having a grand old time. I was about to say some cuss words, but no, good old time. It's always good vibes
Hey, we appreciate you showing up at the tailgate this week. We almost put you on the mic at the tailgate, brother. But next time in town, we do that. So, before you get off here, first of all, thank you so much for being with us. I enjoyed these last 10, 15 minutes, and I think our viewers did too. Based on these comments, man, people are loving this. And how do people find you? Where do they find you on social media or YouTube? Where are you guys at? So people can go watch. Guys, everybody that's watching right now, there are way more videos than those 3, and there's some great ones. If we could do a whole episode on this, we would. But tell everybody right now, Alex, where everybody can find where you guys are at.
Facebook. Main 3 are Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you. And just look up the Bengal Boys. I think on Twitter or Instagram we're the Bengal Boys 513, but on Twitter we're just the Bengal Boys. We post to YouTube. We post to all of these, but Twitter's really our main voice. You'll hear us chirping off during the game. We're pretty silly. I mean, we like to keep it light. So the Bengal Boys on Twitter is the main way. But
I love it. Keep it coming, guys. These are great.
And what I love about it too, man, the retro stuff you guys do. The retro hat you have on, Dylan, is badass. The shirt, everything you guys do, man, I just love it. I love the vibes, and we appreciate it. And it's so fun. Bengals Nation, again, another group of folks here that we would never know, never been able to talk to if it wasn't for the Cincinnati Bengals.
bringing us together, man. We appreciate you guys being with us, and I can't wait for the new song to drop this week, and I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be a good time.
Thank you for having us.
Cheers, guys.
Hey,
Nice to see you guys.
Thanks for
Who dey,
coming.
guys?
Who dey, guys?
See ya.
Okay, guys, so before we move on to the next segment, I have to do this because this has been happening all over college sports and everything else you're watching on TV. I'm interrupting our show to let you know that Aaron Judge hit his 60-second home run. All right, so there you go. It's out of the way. It's done for anyone that's been watching. I could care less, but I figured every other sports show got interrupted all the last 2 weeks. I figured we'd interrupt ours. So
Hey, we got a comment again here. Jamie, cut the sleeves, brother.
Cut the sleeves,
We're going to
brother.
discuss that later, actually, Augie. So thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, see, and
That'll come up later in
Augie
the show.
cares. He's a New Yorker. He cares about the 62. So anyway.
All right, guys. Hey, so we're going to bring on another guest here. Let's go ahead and pull him on here. Looks like he's ready to go. He's done these damn things before. Jason, what's going on, big dog?
Hey, guys. How are you?
See, it sounds good, brother. Sounds good. Did you recover from the Thursday night football game, brother? I know we were having some fun at the tailgate.
We did. We had a heck of a time. Sorry, I don't know if I can.
You can say
that.
hell. We're not.
All right. Hell of a time. It took me until about Monday, Tuesday to get my bearings back. I was time change and a long few days in Cincinnati. So yeah, I had a fantastic time with you guys.
Yep. So hey, want to introduce us? So Tuesday night at our show, and then again Thursday night on stage with the band, the Trailer Park Floozies at the tailgate. We announced our partnership with Betfred Sports. We have been talking to Jason for quite a while from Betfred. But for those of you who have not heard, we are now partnering with Betfreds. And guys, we're excited about this, Jason. I know you are. We've had a lot of conversation. I think we have some things still going on here. So we're excited to have you guys as partners. I'm just going to tell everybody right now, just stay tuned for more exciting announcements on what's coming. So Jason, talk about really what you guys are, what you guys are doing, and really talk about that first, and we'll go in another direction after that.
Absolutely. This is a little bit better than being thrown on stage and asked that. I panicked a little bit, guys. I'm not going to lie to you.
You did great.
I appreciate it. I did my best. I did, as some kids would say, fumble the bag a little bit at first. Took me a minute to get going, had the mic at my chest. But, so getting into it at a little more thought out and timeful, I guess. I don't know if that's the right phrase, but Betfred, a little bit about Betfred. We've been around since 1967. We're a UK-based company, founded by Fred and Peter Doan, two brothers out of the UK. Hardworking guys, took a chance and started a sports book with one location that have grown to over 1,600 locations across the world, in a number of different international markets, and have came over to the U.S. Personally, I was a big boxing fan, so I'd followed boxing in the UK since I was a kid, right? So seeing Betfred always be synonymous with big time boxing, and then being a golf fan and seeing the Betfred British Masters, and being an EPL fan, English Premier League, and seeing Betfred with the Man United. So I was very familiar with the brand personally. So when they got to the US, I was very excited about the opportunity to get involved. Similar to the Brown family, owners of the Bengals, we are still privately owned, still owned by our founders, right? So I think there's a real cool connection between the two organizations that brought our partnership together when they were selecting a sportsbook partner. So we have a real rich history, and despite not being a name brand like the FanDuels and DraftKings that everybody talks about, right? Who did the free to play and the fantasy stuff for all these years. Betfred's actually a real defined and established bookmaker. We just come from a different market, right? And that's a market that's been around for 50, 60 years. So we know what we're doing. We've been around the block. And while we may be new to some in the US, we're definitely an emerging brand that people will become familiar with. And specifically in Ohio with partnership with the Bengals, and then some real fans and ambassadors of the team like you guys selves. I think, it lends us to gain some credibility early on and show that we are a brand like some of these more well-known ones across the country.
Right. So right now, Caleb, in our chat area, so whether you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, there's a link to Betfred Sports. So what do we want people to do there, Jason? I've already done it, but what do we want people to do right there?
Yeah, it's a good question, Jim. So it depends, right? If you're in a state where already legally in, right? So if you're in Arizona, Colorado, Pennsylvania, Iowa, I mean, you could in theory bet with Betfred right now. You could sign up and get a bet 50 to get 250 in free bets from signing up through any link, right? In any of those states if you're a new user. Specifically with you guys, obviously, and why we're here is because of Ohio and our partnership with the Bengals. So if you're an Ohio-based person, you're in Ohio, and you're interested in Betfred and you're interested in sports betting and what we're doing, or even just for the fact that we're giving away $1 million in prizes and merchandise, tickets, and free bets leading up to the launch, the best thing to do would be to go betfredsports.com/Ohio and pre-register. By pre-registering, you're entered into a weekly contest where we give away tickets. You guys know we had a handful of guys at the game last week, gave you guys a set of tickets as well. But anyway, that entry, that pre-registration gets you an entry into the weekly drawings. So that's the best thing you could do leading up to January 1st. With that, I got something pretty cool. I haven't told anybody yet, but we're working on, I'll tease a little bit here that by pre-registering, we might have some incentive to get you guys a Bengals Super Bowl bet by just pre-registering to come back. And you'll have, so I don't want to say too much, but I'm working on that, making sure that's regulated and allowed. And if so, we're gonna, that's another thing they'll be dangling. Just pre-registering to Betfred when you come back in January, you might have a bet on the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. So,
hey Jason, a little bit building on that. Cincinnati, the sports heartbeat draws its energy from the Bengals, from football. When you come into a new market like ours, which January 1, I guess technically you fully come in, do you see? I mean, you felt it Thursday night. You saw how fired up this town gets. I mean,
Yep.
Does it just explode when you guys come into a new market, or is it just incremental, or how does it work for you guys?
Yeah, it's a great question as well, Tom. I think it's going to explode. To speak on my personal experience of coming into your guys' Who Day community, right, and just being dropped in Cincinnati, all of a sudden a guy from Boston living in Las Vegas, and lucky enough to have the opportunity to be involved in this partnership with you guys and bring this to life with Betfred. I couldn't tell you how excited I am due to just the energy and like you said, it being the energy of everything, Cincinnati Bengal football. And I just feel it. It's almost like contagious. I tell you, I'm a Patriots fan, and I'm jealous. And I mean, I'm now a new Bengal fan, so I'm just happy to be involved. But I'll tell you, my buddies are jealous. And I was talking, they're like, "Oh, you're so excited about this whole Bengals thing. You're a Bengals fan now." I said, "Man, I'll tell you, they put us to bed, the excitement that they bring to their football team, and just the fandom that you guys, it's just unbelievable. For example, what you guys are doing. To get to the second part of that, yeah, I think it does explode January 1st, sports bet. And I think, at least from the feel, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong here, just the people I met being on the ground the past few weeks in Cincinnati, in the area, and specifically, man, everybody bets, and if they don't bet, they're interested in betting. And a lot of the guys I talk to in Ohio drive over to Indiana to another competitor I'm not going to name to bet now. And it's like, everybody seems to be busting at the seams. And again, you guys know the market better than me. You guys are locals, right? And but at least from my perspective, what I've echoed back here and to the Betfred team, that I think it explodes day one.
Jason,
and it's not going to be an incremental deal.
I'll tell you it's going to explode because I'm in Ontario, Canada, so I think it was May or June 1st it went live up here, and it's everywhere. It's not Betfred, obviously. I don't know if Betfred operates in Canada or not.
We will be.
You will be? Cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's as a whole, just the sports betting. When it goes live in a province or country or state, it just goes nuts. It's gonna be fire. Yeah,
you're right about that. And I think with considering where you guys are at with the team you have, and my optimism, I think you guys are as good as anybody in the league, and it's going to show over the next, what do we got left, 13 weeks, right, of the regular season. I think you'll be in a spot where everybody's really going to be buzzing around Cincinnati with what the Bengals could be doing here come playoff football. And that just accelerates what already is what happens in every new market with betting. It's just the market, the floodgates open, and it's open season, and everybody's offering something to you from an incentive perspective. So it's the barrier to entry to get involved very low. So to Jamie's point, you see people just running through the gates, so to speak.
Jason, that's important because right now Jamie, I believe, is using Bet Francois in Canada, and so if you can get him a pipeline, Jamie.
We'll have to get him right.
Jamie knows how to win. So
hey, I just got Wi-Fi in my igloo, man. So let's do it.
Well, Jason, last question for you, buddy, before we get you off here, man. So in a couple weeks, I'm not kidding. Thousands of Bengal fans, literally thousands of Bengal fans, will be in Louisiana for the Bengals versus Saints game. Joe Burrow, going back to his college area here. You guys are in Louisiana, right? So the Bengal fans going down there can place bets while they're in Louisiana. How's that work?
Yeah, Jim, I wish it was I had a better answer for you. So laws and regulations have prohibited us from scaling to online. So we're on retail. We're a little ways away. If you want to take a drive on over to Marksville, you could be betting with Betfred. But I hate to say that we would not be able to provide a online resource of betting at this point in the state of Louisiana.
Got it.
But I appreciate you trying to plug us there.
So this has to, you have to go through regulatory bodies in each individual state, and every state has their own different set of rules. Is that correct?
100% correct.
So
Jamie.
some guys you walk in, it turns on right away. The other ones, it's
You got it. And we're very lucky to have the opportunity to get in day one in Ohio due to our partnership and license through the Bengals organization. So we will be ripping and roaring Ohio. Other states, to be completely honest, we've been not that it's something to that's not known, but we've been late to these markets. Betfred's been catching up, trying to enter markets a little late to the party, right? So that's without being on your TV and coming down, watching us from your living room with the DraftKings FanDuel commercials. It's tough to catch up to them, right? So to Tom's question and Jamie's point about the floodgates opening day one, it's going to be important to Betfred, and that's why I'm out there almost every weekend now and partner with you guys and getting some boots in the ground in Cincinnati and trying to breathe Cincinnati all the way from Las Vegas for me right now.
When you guys come to Ontario, I'm your guy. I'm a total degenerate. So you bring it up here. Let's go.
I can confirm that.
Well, I'll give you a call, not for the degeneracy, but from a business perspective. You're my guy, so I'll give you a call.
Well, hey, Jason, we appreciate it. We just everybody that was watching that was down there Tuesday night at the show down at the Holy Girl. Jason couldn't make it in enough time for that one, but he did come to the tailgate. Betfred, Jason gave us 2 tickets to give away that night, and I don't have the winner in front of me, man, but we did post that on social media. Thank you so much. That the young man who went to the game sent a text message, had the best time in ever. So appreciate you for the tickets. Awesome. Those guys loved it, and they were excited as hell about it. But stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of What now?
That's just a start. No, it's just a start. That's the first piece, right? You'll see us at the tailgate. We got a lot to talk about of things coming your way and a lot of giving back to the community, giving back to you Bengal fans. Some stuff that I think you'll really like, and I really hope you do. So I'm really excited to work with you guys.
Just to let everybody know, we'll have Tony on here in a minute. Some of the things we'll be rolling out here probably the next week or two. There's going to be some significant help with some of our charities that we've been working with. So we'll talk about that when the time is right. But there's some really great stuff, Jason, and we appreciate it, buddy. Thanks again. I know we had quite a few people registered and put their stuff in. I see a lot of stuff in the chat area. So we'll keep kind of pushing that and make that happen for you, buddy. Thanks again for being with us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And I apologize for cutting you off, Jim. I just wanted to mention tomorrow is one of the drawings. So we will be drawing for 4 seats to the game against the Falcons, along with, I think it'll be, I don't want to be misquoted or anything, but we're giving away also merchandise, free bets, and more tickets for future games as well tomorrow. So stay tuned. If you pre-register, it's a great time to jump on in. It's not that many, so honestly gives you a good chance to get something. So thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the partnership. I'm really excited.
Appreciate it, buddy. Take care, buddy.
Who day?
Thanks.
See ya.
Who day?
So guys watch. I'm just telling you, I wish we could disclose everything we've talked about for the past month. There's going to be some really cool stuff going down here. So stay tuned and follow them if you could. I mean, it's weird. We have sponsors now, right? So the things we can do, the very least, just make sure we follow them and subscribe. I'm not a big gambler.
I'm upset. I think I just cost myself a job with Betfred because I said I was a degenerate. He's not going to hire a degenerate to be his representative in Ontario. So
you, Caleb,
I just screwed myself out of an opportunity, man.
You're not a degenerate.
All right, so let's keep it rolling here, guys. Let's bring on Marc. Marc, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Hello, friends. How you doing?
Good, brother. Good. So
Man, hey, we're going like gangbusters here. 44 minutes in, man. We're just rolling, buddy. So
we're actually on time. Wow.
Yeah, Marc. So let's introduce your On the Marc segment, brother. Let's kind of talk about what you did here for week 4. And sorry about week 3, everybody. We were doing the live show, the live remote. We couldn't play that video from week 3 last week and have everybody in the Holy Grail be able to hear it and see it. So we just posted it on social media. So we're back on our routine. Marc, kind of intro your video for us.
All right, great. Yeah, so this week was absolutely amazing. It started out Tuesday at the live show. I was really, really excited to meet Isaac Curtis. He was one of the guys there that I had never met before, and I got to meet him, take a picture with him, actually have his chain. If you want that back, Isaac, you're more than welcome to have it, but if not, I would love to keep it. And then over the weekend, we had the Walk for Alzheimer's 2022, and Tony was there in some capacity. And then obviously we had the tailgate and the game Thursday night, which was an absolute blast. It was an amazing week. And also want to mention that, after the Tuesday night show, the party didn't stop. We got to hang out with the Germans over at Craig's and also some friends from the Dakota. So it was an amazing week.
That was a blast.
A lot of bourbon and cigars, West Covington overlooking Cincinnati, I'm sure.
We were all speaking German by the end of the night.
That's right.
Might have been
all right, so let's go ahead and roll out the week 4 On the Marc segment.
Back at it again. You won't know it, but in about 2 to 3 hours. Complete pandemonium. Who they? All white everything.
Marc, well done, brother. Well done.
Wow.
Those crowd shots that you got up and took of the tailgate, good grief. That's a massive humanity right there, all wearing white, brother. That was an awesome job.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure I took about one every hour just to see, how the crowd grew. So from from 4:15, I think it was, to 7, it was amazing how many people were down there.
That was awesome. Jamie, Tom, anything else for Marc? I love these segments, but I can't wait every week for you to send them to us so we can check them out because I get to view them before everybody else does, but it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's just good seeing you, man. It's good seeing you at the tailgate, at the game, and being able to connect and talk soccer, which Jimmy loves talking soccer on this show. So it's nice to have a fellow soccer fan. And
absolutely, it's nice to have a man of culture on the show.
There we go. And I'll second what Marc was saying earlier. We went back to Craig's house, and the guys from Germany were there, and the guys from North Dakota were there. It was a blast, absolute blast, and it's just so much fun hanging with everybody.
Well, it's great to see how people, gravitating to Marc. I mean, who doesn't know who Marc is at this point? But you guys laughing at? But you okay, Jamie?
We should put. I don't know. We should put the drunk video up.
No,
that was fun.
Probably not. But no, it's just a part of it and captures the fans and it's important that Bengal fans know as well as the rest of the country. What goes on here. And the celebration every game day is, how much the team means, and that helps capture it. So, thanks to Marc, I know he puts a lot of effort into it.
Thank you, gentlemen. And I also want to say the last time we were here, we spoke, and I believe we were 0-2, and I said that all we have to do is win, and once we start winning, the narrative will change, and now we have a chance to go beat the Ratbirds Sunday night. So let's get this third W in a row and get this thing cooking.
Yep, brother, we appreciate it. We'll see you here soon, brother. Thanks again. Great job again, bro. We love it.
Thank you. Who day?
Thanks, Marc.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
It's Marc, Jimmy.
All
right. So let's go to. So we're only a couple minutes behind, so we're right there. So let's bring on Tony first. If you could bring on Tony, Caleb. Let's bring on Tony. Tony, what's going on, big dog? How you doing, bud? You're on mute right now.
I'm doing well. Sorry about that. Thanks.
Hey, before we let Tony introduce Anne Marie and the Alzheimer's and update on our charity stuff that we're doing, I just want to first of all, for those that don't know, Tony, after the game Thursday night, probably went home, got 2 or 3 hours of sleep. His job took him to the Carolinas, the East Coast, restoring power to tens and thousands of people on the East Coast. This guy hasn't slept hardly all week. And Tony, we appreciate everything you do. Thanks for being part of the family. But, man, it's bigger than that. Everything that you're doing outside of that, brother, your work and everything you're doing and what you went through Thursday night to go get to the East Coast after the game, not too long after that game, and we appreciate it. It makes me proud to know you and call you a friend, buddy.
I appreciate that. And, you guys, I work with the guys who actually do the work. So I want to say thank you to them. Those guys put in a lot of hours, a lot of physical work. I'm there to help them, support them. Love the line personnel and what they do for the people and the customers. So it's all about them too.
Yeah, I do see 3 of us on the screen are still living the Thursday night whiteout, Tony. So that's okay, Tom. I know Tom's moved on already, but
when the game was over, I celebrated it on the way home. I listened to our good friend Austin Elmore. I woke up Friday morning and started breaking down film on the Ratbirds. Yeah, I mean it's about that.
He's all business.
It's all
business. So Tony, give us an update. Give us an update what's going on, and we got a huge duck race here in a little bit, but kind of tell us what's going on with some of the. You've got some great stuff going on, buddy.
Yeah. So the week, wow, with the show, the tailgate, the walk that if you guys saw Carrie, I was represented a little bit since I was in the Carolinas. She took a cut out of me. So with all that going on, the money that we've raised over them few days was around $3,400. So that's awesome for the Alzheimer's Association. So that goes into our kitty. And guys, I can't say thank you enough to the Bengal Nation, Who Day Nation, all of you who have donated to our causes. We've done 10 different charities already this year, and we're at $44,876 for the year. So it's awesome. I applaud all of you guys for that. So that's what we're here for, the Ring of Honor package that we put together for the duck race. So like Jimmy alluded to, we got over 100. We got 100 ducks to go for. And then, next week, we know we're going to keep this ball rolling. And we are going to do our 11th charity. It's called the Complete Athlete Foundation, which, as we all have done with athletics, worked with trainers and nutrition. And, we know that the NFL have their chefs and all that kind of stuff. This foundation works with not only, to work with that stuff, but it's about the mental part of it. Believe it or not, the stress that the athletes go through from a college level, even high school level, all the way through the NFL is amazing that we don't get to see that piece of it. So this foundation helps with that. So that's going to be our new duck race. It's going to be $25 a duck. And you're going to get the opportunity to win an 18x21 signed T. Higgins photo for that duck race. So I'm looking forward to working with that charity and doing that duck race for next week. So,
yeah. Hey, Tony, one more thing before we move on there, man. So we'll have that posted on our social media platforms. One thing I failed to mention earlier, we had so much stuff to get to. So Tony the Tiger has his own shirts. Caleb will be popping this in the chat area for everybody if they want to order. I already went out and bought mine. I bought a black one. He has black, orange, and white. I just posted a picture. Let's Roar, Tony the Tiger, fan of fans. Great shirt there. I'm sure that's going to sell like crazy. And the proceeds there are going to Maddie's house, right?
That is correct. Yeah, it's one of the organizations that we started working with last year, and they do an awesome job. It's local. If you guys watch Steve Raleigh, the weather guy on Channel 9, this is part of his and his wife's foundation. So it's a really good group, and I hope that you guys buy the shirt. I hope you like the shirt. It's been Carrie actually is the one that's been working with Josh with Cincy shirts on that, and they did a really good job, and I'm pretty excited about it.
That's awesome.
They did just all
right. So we're going next.
Thanks. So now we're going to go ahead and start with our duck race, and we want to bring Anne Marie on with the Alzheimer's Association, discuss what we've done, where we've been, what kind of things we've done for her, and kind of turn it over to her.
Well, you guys have done all kinds of things for us. I mean, it's been an amazing, few weeks, and we can't thank you guys enough for all that you've done and all that you continue to do. You set a goal last year of $5,000 and you raised 10. I think you're at 8 now. This is amazing. You guys are just doing so great. And I mean, I know I mentioned this at the tailgate, but we have our second potential treatment to slow the progression of this disease down. And that is enormous. We've never ever been able to say there's hope with Alzheimer's, and now there's hope. So thank you guys. And we wouldn't be able to do this without you and everybody that donated and everybody that's not only raising funds, but you guys raising awareness of the association and this disease is just as important as the funds. So we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We really do. So thank you.
Yeah, and Anne Marie, I think you and I have talked about this a number of times and how much I learned going through the fundraising last year about this awful disease. My family deals with different things, not Alzheimer's. And if everybody remembers James, obviously he's out of town right now, can't be with us, but James is the one who brought the Alzheimer's Association to the table for us last year. His mom's in memory care up in Indianapolis. This is something very near and dear to James because his mom is affected by this. He has other family members as well. But Anne-Marie, you and your folks have been absolutely awesome to work with. And right now we're about 8,500. Tony and I just found this out right before the show started, Anne-Marie. We had somebody donate $1,000. Nice. And that individual, not to be named, feels pretty good about his work matching that $1,000. So we're about 8,500. We're about 8,500 and some change right now. We'll find out by the end of the week. We still potentially could hit that 10 grand. So we're not going to stop. If there's any companies that want to do that match and people that are watching right now, I mean, talk to your HR people or your business owners. You'd be surprised that most every business will do some sort of match up to a certain dollar amount. Ask, even if it's not something we're bringing to the table, it doesn't matter. Help local charities. They need it. And it's very important to ask that because Anne-Marie, a lot of businesses do matches, right?
Oh, absolutely. And if you've donated on our site through your team, there's a list of matching gift companies. You can look up your company right there if you make a donation. So we try to make it really easy for everybody because we do make a lot of money on matches, and that's tremendous to do that. And I kind of thought maybe, Jim, you were going to be like, you guys were really a big pain this last week because you probably got lots of text messages and emails and stuff from me like, what do we need to do? I'm sorry. What are we doing? So just try to be really, really helpful. And I was
Anne-Marie,
you guys going to kick us out.
just to be very clear, we love you. You know that. You can never ever upset us, no matter how crazy you get. It doesn't matter. We're all in it for the same reason, the same goal at the end of the day. So at no point do we ever feel that way. We just appreciate you being so involved and trying to help us get to the goal. And I still think there's a really good chance we hit that 10,000. Last year we did 10,100. We're really close this year. But you know what, Tony? We're doing this duck race tonight, and talk about this prize package. We're going to keep Anne Marie on for this duck race if we're able to. This is amazing.
Yeah, this Ring of Honor package is something we threw together, and it's awesome. It's got it's got a picture of Paul Brown Paul Brown in the signature. We got a bobblehead from Cincy Bob's. We got 2 signed jersey. We got a mini helmet. It's a very good representation of what that Ring of Honor is for the Bengals and what it means to us as fans. So I'm really excited to give this away to somebody. So I'm looking forward to it.
This has got to be one of the biggest prize packages that we've done for the duck races. So Jamie, you tell us when you're ready for the duck race. Tom, our duck caller, is ready to go.
Yeah, give me 1 sec here to set this up.
Hey Tom, I don't think the water's real choppy in the Ohio today, so I think we're gonna have a good, clean,
smooth,
quick race.
You want to go 60 seconds?
Yeah, same. I think we do 60 every week, right? Yeah, let's do 60.
Okay, there's our 100 people.
There you go.
Are you guys?
Is there a way to make that any bigger?
Man, on my other computer, yes. On this one, probably not. Give me a second.
We'll make it. No big deal. I didn't. There we go. So at least we can see some of the names when they start separating.
Yeah, I'll do my best here, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, it's good. It's okay. It's okay.
All right, you ready? Oh,
here we go, Tom. You call it.
Oh. Come on. There we go.
And they're off.
All right.
Look at that, a little sluggish out of the gate, but that's okay. Red Duck taking charge early, but you don't want to do that.
You do not want to be early.
Yeah. As they go down by Rivertown Marina and swing around, Red Duck already starting to fade a little bit. Nobody really taking command as they swing around toward the east end. Holding back.
Tom, it looks like Lisa Moran's duck might be a little intoxicated, so I don't know if she should be in the race.
Yeah, we'll check the blood test after the race, but we haven't had an inquiry in a while. That's a pretty strong, what did the Hannibal Lecter duck there?
Sorry, I've done enough of these duck races to tell you Colleen's not winning.
Like that, going past the Montgomery and Boathouse, coming down the end, we have 2 Chargers, one coming in, and we have a winner.
Jay Reith in honor of Virginia Reith.
Okay.
Jay Reith in honor of Virginia Reith.
Certainly we're thinking about Virginia, so congratulations to Mr. Reith and in the memory of Virginia. But the real winner today is the Alzheimer's Foundation and the fight against Alzheimer's. So thank you, Anne Marie, and definitely thank you, Tony.
Yeah, you know what? I think that winner, he's actually the vice president of the foundation that we are going to be working with this coming up week. He wanted to help contribute to other charities that we've been doing because we're going to help him out, and I'm pretty sure he's that winner.
That is
awesome.
Thank
you.
That's terrific.
Anne Marie, we'll stay in touch. We'll see if we can get to the 10,000 here by the end of the week. I think there's a good chance we still get there. But thanks again so much. And thanks for being at the tailgate. Somebody asked a question. Go ahead.
You're going to see me at every tailgate. So.
It was great to see you there.
It was good to see you too, Jamie. Yeah.
There it is. Mark is asking, did you get that stain out of your jersey Thursday night?
Oh, can I just tell a really quick story about Mark?
Absolutely.
Mark missed the mark on this. So Karen, my friend, needed her battery changed in her fob, which Mark was so proud of himself that he got it changed and took a lighter and melted plastic. And so she got back to the garage and it wouldn't work because he put the battery in the wrong way.
Definitely not on the mark.
Not on the mark, Mark. Sorry. You missed
off the mark. Off the mark is the new name.
Off the mark there, dude. Sorry.
Jeez. A couple beers.
See, that's what
happened.
See, that's what you get for talking trash about staying on her jersey, man. She called you out.
I would have kept that to myself, Mark, but
I'm guessing the answer is no to the jersey.
No, I got that out. I think Tide Stick is what needs to be a sponsor of your tailgate next.
There we go. All right, now he's Marc off the screen.
Okay, thanks you guys. Have a great
All right.
night.
Anne-Marie,
Take care,
thanks again. We appreciate everything you did for us. We appreciate being part of this, and I'm sure we'll see you at a lot more tailgates at some games this year.
Oh, for sure. And Tony, please thank Carrie and her mom for coming out. They were amazing at the walk. Everybody took lots of pictures with you, so it was great. So thank you for that.
I will. Thank you. I was glad I was able to be there in spirit. That's for sure.
Me too. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks, Anne-Marie.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Take care.
Guys, we got through a lot of stuff here, man. Thursday night for Duke. Gold Star tomorrow night, right, Tony?
That's right. I'll be at the Mount Carmel Gold Star representing and doing the pep rally. Starts at 5:30 to 6:30. We'll have a lot of good fun, a lot of good food. So looking forward to seeing everybody out there.
Yep. And if you haven't been to one of these guys, I think Tom's going to go to his first one with you tomorrow, Tony. I'm not going to be able to make it tomorrow, but if you have not been to one of these pep rallies at Gold Star, I'm telling you, tons of giveaways. Who Day shows up. The place is decorated in orange and black. It is an hour-long tailgate inside. It's a lot of fun. So if you haven't been, make sure you get there.
A big announcement for tomorrow night. Like you said, I am going to go out to support Tony, but in honor of Gold Star and our brother in arms, our co-host from the Great North, the first 5 people with a Bengals t-shirt on with the sleeves cut off tomorrow, I will get them a drink. I think it's their number 7 special, a drink and 2 conies on me. It's the Jamie special, the Jamie Houday Canada special. The first 5 people with a Bengals t-shirt with the sleeves cut off, find me there. I won't be too far from Tony probably, and we'll get you set up with that.
That's we need pictures and video. And matter of fact, I might be coming out tomorrow, Tony, because I think I could wear this shirt. Just
you're not
eligible. And if you don't have a shirt that you don't want to cut, go see Andrea at the pro shop, and there is a couple shirts there that you can get without sleeves. Just let you know.
All right, guys. Well, let's man, I already know where we went through so much stuff today. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we missed. Anything else we missed, guys? We had so many things on the agenda tonight.
Yeah, I think the one thing that we found out about on Tuesday when we were at the show was the passing of Coolio. And I know we talked about it on social media, but obviously, a big part of the celebration for the Bengals Super Bowl with the Bengal Jim's tailgate in Cincinnati. Sadly, also, I had him booked up here in Ontario at my venue for November. So sad that that's not going to happen. But obviously thinking of his family and friends, and you can see online the outpouring of everyone knows Gangster's Paradise. Everybody knows that song. It's just like one of the biggest hip hop songs of all time. So yeah, just sad. I remember, you guys, James FaceTiming from him performing on stage, just how much of a blast it was, and it's obviously something that you guys.
And I was told James. I was told that was his last concert the night before the Super Bowl at our tailgate that Saturday night. So, great guy. Talked to us right, half an hour behind stage before he went on, and I was kind of shocked when we heard the news on that. So it's awful to hear. So
So shout out to his family and friends.
Yeah. Sounds like a great guy and ended up being a big Bengals fan. So,
Hey, folks, it's time for the 2-minute warning.
There it is. Perfect. Let's kick it off. Tony, you're still on the screen, brother. Let's go ahead and roll with you kick us off with this 2-minute warning. We're counting down. Let's go. 2-minute warning.
Yes, sir. So first off, I just want to say thank you again for everyone who is working with us on these charities and contributing their hard-earned money. It's amazing. We're almost at $45,000, and it's going into week, week 5 now. So it's amazing. I appreciate you guys a lot. And, I also appreciate all the comments. Channel, the news did a little thing on me. It was kind of surprising with the fact that I went from Tony to going to Carolinas, had tons and tons of comments. So I appreciate all you guys and everything that you guys said about it. I love you all. That's all I got to say, man. Houday.
Awesome. Tom?
A big thank you for everybody who came out last Tuesday. That was, I know, a ton of fun for all of us, and hopefully everybody had a lot of fun there too. Thanks to the Holy Grail and their staff, and congratulations again to Willie Anderson. for being on the Bengals Ring of Honor. The same to Isaac Curtis, and let's all get on social media and help push Willie forward. Blow him a hole open for the voters to put him in Canton, because he certainly deserved it. We didn't really get to it tonight, but the Bengals had an incredible victory, a very gutsy victory last week against Miami. Again, not playing our best ball, but finding a way to win, and certainly listening to the national media. I wasn't sure if we were playing the 2022 Miami Dolphins or the 1972 Miami Dolphins, but finding a way to win, doing it right, and with a lot of guts and a lot of nerve. And, hopefully what needs to be fixed will be addressed and fixed going in for a very big win against the Ratbirds on Sunday night, because if they win that, it's almost like a 3-game swing, winning in the conference, winning our division, and getting a leg up on a tiebreaker with them, because it's going to be a slugfest all season long. And now I'll toss it up to my friend in the Great North.
Whoa! All right, thanks, buddy. Hey, we were talking about this, rehearsing this a few times, so good to have it going on the show. All right, a couple things I will say. I had such a blast in not only New York but in Cincinnati. It was such a great time. Thanks for everybody who stopped me at the tailgate, telling me how much you guys enjoy the show and how you love when I say things that make Jimmy's get nervous that we get canceled when I say inappropriate things. It was just a blast hanging out with everybody, and it was a lot of fun. The game was amazing. I just want to say also here that Anne-Marie said that her friend Colleen was excited. Her duck is winning until I said she won't win. So I will tell you, again, going back to being a degenerate, my friends and I load that website up all the time. 10 of us throw $100 in. We do duck races. Winner gets $1,000. I can tell you every single time a duck is leading by the halfway mark, that duck never wins. So no offense to Colleen. I just meant to say the chances are very slim your duck's going to win. Lastly, what I was really proud about at the Bengals game was when Tua was going out the field, having everybody chanting his name. I thought that was special. I don't think that happens in a lot of places, and I think that says a lot about the Bengals fans. And I have to say, following the league very closely and being a fan of football, obviously your life is bigger than a game. Whoever made the decisions to let that guy play in that game, I mean, obviously I want to see the best team play against our best players play against our Bengals. He should never have been out there. And when he hit the ground, everybody in the stadium knew. We're watching their phones, the replay, and watching his hands and stuff like that. I know they're painting like a rosy picture right now, and he might come back soon. Like, we may never see this guy play again. Honestly, like I'm actually worried about him ever going back out there. When you see someone's hands do that, it is not good. So NFL needs to fix this. We need to be more careful. And I really, really do not want to see somebody dying just to try and get a victory.
Right.
That's my.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably agree with you on that, Jamie. I just scary. It's a scary thing. I had boys that played football. I had one that played college football. He returned kicks and punts and was a receiver. It scared me all the time, right? So, but that was a scary moment. But I'll kind of close it out here, guys. First of all, I want to say a lot of thank yous. Tuesday night was one of the most fun nights I ever had on the show. We raised money for some charities that night. We just had my bad.
You don't have a ball.
My bad. I must have missed that text. My bad. But
that was like a Teddy Bridgewater handoff right there.
Yeah. Tuesday night was awesome. All the guests that showed up, even the guests we didn't know that were going to show up, you guys made that all possible. Again, thank you for the charity help that Tuesday night, the Thursday night tailgate, and finishing up this charity fundraiser for Alzheimer. None of this happens without you guys. You guys are the best. Also, Thursday night football, the game was – I had people out of town texting me, hey, did you get a T-shirt? Did the Bengals give you a T-shirt? They thought the Bengals gave white T-shirts out to everybody. I am proud as hell of Who Dey Nation. I would say 95% of the people in there were wearing white. They went out of their way to go to the pro shop, Cooks, wherever they could get a white a white shirt, they had it. That was a college type atmosphere, in my opinion. It was like going to Ohio State, an SEC game. The crowd, it was absolutely amazing. And the Bengals pulled off another win. And the offensive line played really well. So still some things to work on there. But the tailgate, guys, I mean, you guys saw that video Marc did. I was totally amazed how many people were there and how early they showed up. Jamie, I know you don't get to come to every tailgate, but that was maybe the biggest tailgate you've ever been to.
It's crazy.
It was, and the band, the Trailer Park Floozies, I want to thank them. They were outstanding. I'm going to miss some restaurants here, so help me out here. We had Midwest Barbecue. We had Cakes by Jamie. We had Gold Star. We had Camp Washington Chili. We had the River out of Portsmouth. And thanks, Brandon and Hannah, for picking all that up. I can't remember. I think it was like 60, 70 pounds of pulled pork they brought in 2 giant coolers. It was still hot when we put it on the sternos. But it's an amazing thing. 13 kegs. That keg 16 lots blew through of the Ken Anderson Day Drinking Lager. Beer Fest Craig over there is pouring shots. I think he had cramps. He was pouring so many shots. Guys, it is so fun. It was such a fun evening. It was a fun week. I hung with Jamie in New York for that game, then went Tuesday night, then Thursday night. Jamie was wore out. I know I was, and everybody that was a Bengal fan had a great week. But I want to thank everybody. And then don't forget, if you're going to the game in Baltimore against the Ratbirds, hang out with us at the Pickle. There's some directions and addresses and pin drops on social media. Pickles Bar and Pub, maybe 5-10 minute walk max from the football stadium. So let's have some fun and hang out. I know I talked to Zim before we came on the show. Zim Houday is going to be there having some beers with us, and a boatload of folks who live in the area that are Bengal fans. Can't wait to hang out with other Bengal fans too. So love you guys. Thank you. Next Tuesday night, we'll announce that guest here later this week. We'll see you next Tuesday night after we go 3-2 against the Ratbirds. Thanks, everybody.
Houday.